Good morning from just outside of Eureka, Montana, which is just below the Canadian border. I'm here at a camped here last night to set myself up to be close to the Canadian border because today we're crossing over to Canada. It's been since 2019 since I've been there, and I only got to spend 4 days there in 2019. Had a family emergency and needed to come home, but this time I planned on spending a good amount of time up there, exploring the Canadian Rockies, doing some backpacking up there, and I could not be more excited. It's a little bit drizzly and rainy this morning, but that's not going to dampen my spirits. Gonna go ahead and make some breakfast, get camp packed up, and get on the road. Trailer's all packed up and I'm ready to roll. Let's do this. Let's get to Canada. We are officially in Canada. It was an easy crossing. The objective over the next coming weeks was to visit some of Canada's most beautiful national parks, including Jasper, Banff, Yoho, and potentially more. But for this episode, we are going to concentrate on Jasper. I was already wowed just from the drive in. Good morning from the Whistler's Campground here in Jasper National Park. It was a beautiful drive in. It was a long drive in. There were so many places I wanted to stop and get shots. However, I also wanted to get to camp because it was getting later. So there'll be plenty of time for exploring. This is a large campground, but they did have sites available, which was awesome. They have showers here, bathrooms, everything that you would need. There is a fire ban outside of the park, but you can have fires in the park. Yesterday was a little bit smoky because there are fires here in Canada. I heard that it was one of the smokier days recently, and I do see some smoke today. But hopefully it won't be that way every day and it will eventually clear out. The plan is just to explore Jasper and Banff, and I've got a lot of time to do that. Do some backpacking here in the Canadian Rockies. It's going to be a great trip, and it's great to be back here in Canada. Today, it's all about getting out and exploring more and seeing more of the scenery, taking it all in, taking some more time to check it out, hopefully seeing more wildlife. Got to see a lot of wildlife on the way in, and we'll take it from there. But let's get this day going. This is Icefields Parkway, which runs through both Banff and Jasper National Park. There's so much to see from this highway, and you don't even necessarily need to get out of your car. You'll see wildlife and the Athabasca River, which runs right alongside it. It's easy to take little detours into the various side canyons like Malign Canyon to see both Medicine and Malign lakes. Malign Lake is a very popular stop when visiting Jasper, where 3 glaciers are visible from the lake, kind of the Lake Louise of Jasper. That was Malign Lake, I believe that's how it's pronounced. I could be pronouncing it wrong. Very beautiful. It's about 20 miles off of the main highway, and the drive there is very scenic. You pass another lake along the way. It's absolutely beautiful. After a busy day of exploring, it was time to get back to camp for a nice homemade steak and asparagus dinner. It's a new day and we're getting out doing some more exploring. Look at those views behind me. Oh my goodness. Today we were heading south on the Icefields Parkway to the Athabasca Glacier. There were so many beautiful views along the way. First, a stop at the Columbia Icefield. One of the few places to grab a bite to eat along the Icefield Parkway is the Columbia Icefields Chalet, so we did just that. Making a little stop here in the Columbia Icefields Cafe with a beautiful view of the Athabasca Glacier. It was time to head back to camp to get ready for the next adventure. Currently back here at camp, getting food packed up for a 3-night, 4-day backpacking trip here in Jasper. My friend Joey and I just hung out at camp, got our backpacks packed up, and planned our route for our next adventure, which was a 3-night, 4-day backpacking trip. Make sure that you stay tuned for the next video to see how all that played out. Thank you once again for joining me. I appreciate you all coming along, and I'll see you on the next adventure.